Hi guys, welcome to the channel. As it's the World Cup at the moment, I thought I would make a video to teach you how to talk about football in English. If you do like the video, then please hit like and subscribe to see more. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Let's get started. As you watch the video, you're going to learn how to talk about the people, a match in the future, a match that's in progress, a match in the past, how to say football scores, and if you think that this score is 1-0, that's actually not correct, so keep watching if you want to learn how to say that correctly. How to pronounce difficult club names, these are some of the examples, and also some other useful vocabulary. So talking about the people, we say football player, which I'm sure you know, but we also say footballer. And actually footballer is the more typical one in England, certainly. Who's your favourite footballer? And these can be divided into defenders, midfielders and forwards. Who's this? So this is the goalkeeper, also known as the goalie. And goalie is probably more typical, actually, in spoken English than goalkeeper. This is the referee, or shortened to ref, the ref. Then we've got the commentator or commentators. And someone who likes football and follows a specific team, so that would be you if you're watching this video, a football fan or supporter. And the typical question would be, which team do you support? Or who do you support? I support England. To talk about a football match in the future. Birmingham City are playing Bournemouth on Saturday. So for the future, we use the present continuous, are playing. And you'll notice the pronunciation here. It's not Birmingham, it's Birmingham. And it's not Bournemouth, but Bournemouth. What time's kickoff? Kickoff is the start of the match. The game kicks off at 3 p.m. So kickoff can be a noun and kickoff can also be a phrasal verb, to kick off at 3 p.m. Who do you think's going to win? So to make predictions about the game, we would use going to, because probably you know something about the teams, so you have some evidence for your opinion. Are you watching the match on Saturday? Or are you watching the game on Saturday? Match, game, it's the same. Now, to talk about a football match in progress. Who's winning? Tottenham are beating Leicester 1-0. So we say this 1-0, not 1-0. And the 0, when talking about football scores, is always nil. And you'll notice there it's not Tottenham, but Tottenham. And not Leicester, but Leicester. Tottenham are winning 1-0. Tottenham are 1-0 up. Tottenham are 1-0 up versus Leicester, or against Leicester. Leicester are losing 1-0 to Tottenham. So let's take a closer look at these verbs. What is the difference between beat and win? Well, you beat someone, in this case your opposing team, and you win something, so you win the match. And what about lose? Well, you lose to someone. So Leicester are losing to Tottenham, but you lose something. So they're losing the match. To talk about a football match in the past, did you see the match yesterday or the game yesterday? Peterborough beat Fulham 2-0. So it's Peterborough, not Peterborough. And we don't say Fulham, but Fulham. Peterborough won 2-0. Fulham lost 2-0 to Peterborough. Now, what happens if the score is equal for both teams? So, like 2-2. How do we say that? They drew 2-2, generally. You could say they drew 2-2, but it's more typical to say 2-2. Draw, it's a verb and a noun, and so you could say that the game was a draw, it was a draw, or they drew. And this means to finish with the same score. Reading were winning 2-1 at half-time, but then Cheltenham equalised in the second half just before the final whistle. So it's Reading, not Reading, and Cheltenham, not Cheltenham. Half-time, so this is after the first 45 minutes when you have the break in the game. To equalise is to go from being behind, from losing, to having the same score. So 2-2 in this case, or 2-2, as we can see there. The second half, so this is after half time. And the final whistle, you can see the referee here blowing the final whistle for the end of the game. Now, what happens if you have a score like this, 6-1? So Brighton and Hove Albion thrashed Nottingham Forest 6-1. And the verb thrash, this means to beat another team by a wide margin. What happens if nobody scores? If it's a knockout match, so that means a winner has to be decided, and your score is 0-0 at 90 minutes, then it goes into extra time. So if you've got a 0-0 draw at 90 minutes, extra time. And if nobody scores during extra time, it goes to a penalty shootout. Now, shoot is a verb, and you can see in the picture here, to shoot is to kick the ball towards the goal. If a player hits the ball into their own goal, this is imaginatively called an own goal. They lost thanks to an own goal by Kelly. They lost thanks to a Kelly own goal. So quite typical here to put the player name before own goal, a Kelly own goal. Kelly scored an own goal. And you can see there the verb to score. This is to hit the ball into the goal. Other terms that you might be interested in, foul. This is a verb and a noun. Something that is not allowed. So you can foul another player, foul someone. Or an example of a foul might be handball, for example, as you can see in the picture, which might result in a free kick or possibly a corner kick, or a penalty. And the referee might give you a yellow card. Sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? Give you. But of course, it's not. Red card. Tackle. So here you can see this is a verb and a noun, to try to take the ball from another player. Kane got a yellow card for a tackle on Robertson. Dribble. So this is a verb to move the ball past your opponent without allowing them to tackle you. He dribbled the ball towards Sterling. Hat trick. To score 3 goals in one game. He scored a hat trick against Carlisle. He could have scored a hat trick, but it was denied by Pope's amazing save. So a save, you can see in the picture here, verb and a noun, to prevent the ball or stop the ball from going into the net. Okay. For more English lessons, then take a look at my channel. And if you do like the content, then please like and subscribe to see more. See you in the next video.